Hello, this is Amethyst Oracle reading, and thank you so much for coming to my video today. So we're going to be doing a pick a pile of what is the universe trying to tell you. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Take all the time you need to see which one you are drawn to, and I'm going to go ahead and move pile number 3 and pile number 2 out of the way. And we're going to get started with pile number 1. So, pile number 1, what does the universe have to tell you? What has the universe possibly been trying to tell you for a while? You just haven't listened. Slide those up. The Great Severing is really a card that it's a shadow card. It shows that it's a card given to remind you that it's important to love and forgive. It's a card of someone who has been hurt and they're holding a lot of that pain inside of them, and that pain sometimes turns to anger. It's it's really difficult to let people in again once you've been hurt really bad, but this card could be telling you that you need to acknowledge the difficult emotions, the wounds, the fears that you have that are causing you pain and anxiety. And it's to show you that you need to find your way back to love anyway. Don't let one or two or a couple bad experiences close you off from love for the rest of your life, because those people weren't made for you. And the person who is made for you is there. You just have to be ready to open and to accept them. I think the universe is telling you that it's bad for you to carry all of these strong feelings, these hurt, this pain, this anger. It's really hard for you to carry those things with you, and it's turning you into someone who might eventually hurt someone else because you're hurt. So I think the universe is really trying to tell you that you need to find a way to deal with those and heal from those emotions and pain in a better way. Maybe you're not dealing with them. But most importantly, this card is telling you to soften to the thought of love, okay? Soften to someone trying to show you kindness and love, and someone trying to show you the respect that you deserve. And then in our We the Hathers card, it's telling you that if you're struggling, be reassured that everything will work out. Open yourself up to receiving love and happiness flooding towards you. This is to let you stretch your heart out and allow people in. So it's really funny that the universe, this is a video about what the universe is trying to tell you. And these two cards are right here together. This is for you accepting that maybe you're not so accepting of love, okay? This is you realizing that and you trying to fix it. This could be the birth of something new. This could be moving on. I think that this card is really trying to tell you in this situation, pile number 1, that if you allow people to come in, it's going to do you well. You're going to be doing a lot better than you are if you just keep shutting everyone out. And then in our star bathing card, I think that the universe is showing you that if you let people in, it's not going to be how it always has been before. This is a card of telling you that where you've been isn't always where you're going to go. This could be that you are slowing down and going in a different direction than you've gone before. The universe might be telling you if you accept love, you have this different path to take than what you've taken before. This is you moving forward. Pile number 1. This could be a good person for you. Or if this is about a job, this could be a good job for you. Whatever this situation is that is coming to your head right now, the cards want you to know that it could be good for you. It could be a different path that you haven't gone on before, and it's worth a try. And in our You've Got the Love card, this is really usually a card of codependency and needing to put boundaries down. But I think this is usually about someone else, but I think that this is about you. I think that you kind of have this toxic rotation that you go in, maybe. I think that you don't have the best of, I think that your steps could be you get hurt and then you move on from it and you suppress it, but you learn. And I think that you need to, the universe wants you to add healing into there. I think that you are so good at just being like, oh, okay, well, this happened. And then you just move on. You don't ever think about it and heal from it. And this is really a card telling you that you need to set up that boundary with yourself. Don't allow yourself to suppress all of this pain and this anger and these feelings. You need to let them out. You need to work through them in order to move on. I think that this is a card of maybe you have given more than you have received in the past. Maybe that there was someone that didn't appreciate you and you never knew where you stood with them. I think the universe is telling you that you need to set up boundaries with yourself to not let you get to that point, and set up boundaries early on in the next beginning so that the other person knows how far you're willing to go, where you're going to stop. You're not a maid, you're not here to serve them in every way possible, and make sure that this person is ready to put into you as much as you put into them. And then in our karmic relationships card, this is again, I think it goes back to these toxic traits of you. I don't want to call it, I hate calling it a toxic trait, because you wanting to be of service to someone and you loving someone isn't a toxic trait. But there's a line, and I think that you love so much and you gave so much of yourself that you broke that line so much, and it became a toxic trait because people would do nothing but take from you, and they didn't replenish you. They didn't give you anything back. All they did was expect things from you, and you never expected anything from them, because that is the kind of person you are. Well, the kind of person you were. And I think that because of this, you hold a lot of anger and stuff inside of yourself. And then we have big picture thinker, which is really new ideas. This is about you moving on. This is about you creating something new. So pile number 1, I really think that the universe is trying to tell you that if you work through these feelings you have, the anger, the hard to love, or the you not wanting to love again, I think that if you work through those things and look at the bigger picture, you could find someone that really is there for you. Or you could find, this doesn't have to be about a relationship, even though I really feel like it is. It could be about a job too, and this is you leaving something that maybe you put so much into and it never gave you anything back. Pile number 1, I hope that you can work through these feelings and these emotions and heal from them and ultimately grow from them. And remember to put up boundaries, make your boundaries known, and you don't cross your own boundaries, and you for sure don't let anyone else cross them either. Okay, pile number 1, thank you so much for coming to this video. If you like this video and you want to see more content, feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, pile number 2, let's see what the universe has to tell you. This could be something that the universe has been trying to tell you for a while and you just have not listened. It could be in, little ways that you just haven't picked up on yet, and now it's really time for you to listen. Okay, in our Loosen the Grip card, this could be a person that maybe you are holding on to so tight because you're scared of it to go, or you think that you holding on to it tighter will make it stay. But we all know deep down that that's not true. It doesn't matter how loose or how tight you hold on to something. If it wants to go, it's going to go. Whatever situation this is, it could be a job, it could be a person, it could just be anything. Whatever this is, as best as you can, lighten your grip and see what happens. This is a great test to see if this person stays or this situation stays or if it goes. And then you'll truly know where you stand in it. In the You're Not For Everyone card, this is a card of you embracing who you are. you being who you were meant to be, your true, confident, comfortable self, the person you show when you're all alone by yourself. So maybe this loosen your grip card and the you're not for everyone card together is kind of you not letting this person truly see you and you holding on to them so tight so that they don't get a chance to back up and look at you truly. I think that you need to, first of all, be yourself. Pile number two. I think that you might be putting on this fake face for a lot of people, and the universe is trying to tell you to not to stop, and that the people that are perfect for you will continue to be in your life no matter what face you have. They're not there for your face, they're there for the true you. And chances are everyone already knows who you really are, and you're only trying to hide this from yourself in the end. And then the Golden Children is a card about a new beginning, to treat yourself or treat a new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nourish and to cherish it, to start something new, give it a chance to grow. So this could be you giving your inner person a chance to grow. Once you let her out a little bit, stop hiding her. I think that you might have a very strong, loud personality, and in the past people haven't loved it or they haven't treated it as they should have, and I think that's caused you to put a guard up and to walk with a facade so you don't let people in to hurt you. And I think that these cards are telling you that you are old enough and your soul is strong enough now to handle that, and people will go if they don't like it, or if they go, then those weren't people that were good for you. Those were fake people, those were karmic, this is just you letting yourself out. Pile number two, this is a lot of self-love, because right here we have your garden. We have the water your garden card, which is telling you to take care of yourself, take a shower, get a pedicure, rest, relax, fill your cup up, because chances are you're running on fumes. I think that you've been trying so hard to monitor what people see about you and what people say about you, and it's ended up in you neglecting yourself. And then the all paths lead to home card. Pile number two, this is telling you that you will never fail yourself. So let yourself in, trust yourself, learn to love yourself again after these people have put you down. See who stays, and whoever goes, write them off. They're gone. You are not worthy. They're not worthy of you and your love and seeing you. Pile number two, they're not worthy. And then right here we have our cracked open card. This is you revealing the raw, true you. Pile number two, let's go back over these really quick. So you need to let go and quit holding on to yourself or others or a situation so tight, okay? Loosen up the grip and see who stays, see who goes, see what happens. Our You're Not For Everyone card. This is you embracing the true you. You no longer care. Look how she's standing on the edge of this cliff showing the world herself, okay? And then the Golden Children is a new beginning. This could be the new paths that you go on when you decide to accept your true and full self. Don't forget to take care of yourself down here in the water your garden card, okay? Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. And then all paths lead to home. This is you trusting yourself, you showing yourself, you understanding and realizing that your soul is never going to let you down. You're never truly alone when you have yourself. And then cracked open, this is you being out there and full, and you being very broken up, but in a good way. You letting people see in you. The facade has fallen. Okay, pile number two, the universe wants you to know to be yourself. I think that you might try to change yourself for somebody else or a group that you're fitting into or a job, but this is telling you don't do that anymore. Okay, pile number two, thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you like this video and want to see more content, please feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, pile number 3, let's go ahead and get started to see what the universe has been trying to tell you. This could be something that the universe has been trying to tell you for a long time and you just haven't listened, or maybe you haven't picked up on the signs. So your message will be coming through my cards today. Okay, let's get started. Our double mission card is really trying to tell you that you need to do things that make you happy. Your passions, your joys, your art, whatever it is that you do that brings you a little bit of happiness, this is telling you to get back to it. Pile number 3, maybe you've put it down for a little bit and you need to reconnect with it. And it's really funny that double mission and earth pulsing are right beside each other, because earth pulsing is really a card of taking time to go outside, taking time to reconnect with earth, taking time to feel good about yourself again. I think that you have lost track of yourself because you've been working towards something else, and that's taken a lot of your time, and that's taken time away from yourself. I think that you might feel disconnected from yourself or the things that you love, but it's time for you to get back to it. Maybe you weren't very supported in the thing that you love to do. Maybe you do art and people weren't very supportive of it. Or maybe, you're a full-time mom and you don't really have time to get back to yourself because you don't have the support you need. But you need to fill this void that you have, because until you do that, I think that you're going to be unhappy, or you're always going to have this weight on your shoulders. Just try to reconnect with yourself. Maybe not in old ways, but maybe find some new ways to reconnect with yourself. And then right next to those cards, we have a card telling you to slow down and rest, take a second, and to trust that things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to work out. Don't try to force it, but just go slow. Everything is done in divine timing. Have a little bit of patience. Maybe you've been really impatient with something you've been trying really hard to work on, and it just hasn't came into yet. And I think that you're starting to think that maybe this isn't your journey, but really you just need to slow down and wait for the perfect timing for things to happen. Then our called card is right underneath the double mission card, and this is you needing to grow as a soul and kind of fulfill personal and collective purposes, and to trust what your soul is calling you towards. So kind of like if you feel like I think that you have a very strong intuition, and maybe you haven't been giving into that. Maybe you've been going against your gut, and this is telling you to really go with your personal purpose, what your intuition is telling you to do, what your intuition is called to tell you to do. I think that you really need to follow that, because I think that you hold a lot of power and a lot of light, and maybe you're afraid to use it. I think that I really do feel like you're a creative person. I think that you're a very passionate person and you do things on adventure. And I think that you've really lost sight of that. I think that this called card is telling you that when you get this feeling in your gut to go out and do something or to pick up that brush, I think that you don't do it because you've been working so hard at something and it hasn't happened yet. You're putting everything else on the back burner until this comes through. But this is telling you that while you wait, this might be a part of your journey that you need to step up and do again before you're allowed to go on. I hope that makes sense. I feel like that was for a very specific person and it might not make sense to the majority. This is a card of our Lost Lands card. It's a card of making a change in your life if you feel like you need to. This is you a new career. This is you bringing an idea to life. You might be unprepared for it, but this is telling you that you've done this type of thing before and you need to get back to it. This is you when that intuition hits and tells you to do something, please go do it. And then we have our child of the universe, which is telling you that everything that you need to complete this journey is already inside of you. This is telling you that you have all of the knowledge that you need to move through this stuff. So I think if you really, pile number 3, I think the universe is telling you that if you really pick up what you love to do, you slow down, take time to take time to smell the roses. And if you wait, you're gonna find your journey. Listen to your intuition. Do what you know that you need to do. This could be a relationship that you've been looking for a message for, and it's telling you to go with your gut. It could be as small as that. It doesn't have to be as specific as what I'm explaining, because maybe the universe really has a message for that person that they've been ignoring. And that's why this has been so specific. But pile number 3, if whatever your gut is telling you to do, please go with it. Okay, there is a reason, there is divine timing, there is a reason for everything that's going on. So, pile number 3, listen to your intuition, okay? Thank you so much for coming to this video. I hope it shared some light with you. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.